Okay, I wanted to look at Mars Brown. I have 3 of them. I don't know if there are other ones. I couldn't really find any other Mars Brown. I could find pbr6s, just not Mars Brown. So we're going to look at the 3 that I have, and then I'm going to do a couple things with them. So let's go ahead and start. Okay. And Mars Brown is opaque. It's also staining. It's obviously granulating. And it is a color that is in a lot of the new super granulating colors by Schmincke. So I just kind of wanted to see what other brands look like. Now the Maimeri Blu one is very granulating, but it is a PR101, but it is called a Mars Brown. So I just kind of wanted to take a look at it. I kind of swatched it out the other day real quickly, and I was surprised at how much I liked it, so. Okay. Oh yeah, that's real strong tape. Okay, so let's look at White Nights. I think this is the first time I've had White Nights in a comparison. I think this is the first time I've had White Nights at all in my videos. I have one of their 24 sets, and then I bought one tube. It's called Rose. I know it's fugitive, but it's actually really pretty. I just wanted to test out what their tubes were like, and I was impressed. I think it might depend on what color you use though, because I've heard kind of mixed reviews on that. Wow, these look so different. I really think anyone can make their own granulating paints though, as long as you have granulating colors, I mean, and you can mix them. You're gonna get something that you like. Maybe something you like more than a color that's mass produced. Okay, and Maimeri Blu. Now this is a redder one. And I'm sure you're thinking, no kidding. And that brings me to the fact that I found some other pbr6s that were not called Mars Brown. So the Enviro-Friendly, the Daniel Smith colors, they have brown, a yellow, and a red. Those are all pbr6s. But they're not called Mars Brown, so they are highly granulating. I checked them out on my my Daniel Smith swatch cards last night because I was thinking about maybe including one, but it's just a granulating brown as opposed to being more of a Mars Brown, which is just has kind of a different goal. I was surprised that Roman Schmalz didn't have one. I was gonna order one and wait, but they don't have it. Okay, so those are the 3. They look so different. The White Nights is really pretty because of its, you know, being really golden. And I also just really like the Maimeri. We'll see when it dries all the way, but I remember sort of almost like blue colors coming from underneath. Like a caput mortuum. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I'm really looking forward to glazing Schmincke, because I feel like that swatch isn't doing it justice. It really is a nice color, but it's just hard to tell until they're dry. So I'm just gonna, I hope you guys don't mind, I'm gonna put a paper towel under here just to make it easier for me. Okay, so I want to do dispersion on the 3 down here. So we'll do, okay, good. So we'll do Schmincke, and then we'll do White Nights, and then we'll do Maimeri. And I said good because none of them start with the same letter, making it easier. So now I can put a bunch of water. You guys know I love to do. Okay. Oh, come on, Schmincke. There we go. Just needed a minute. There we go. Looks like this side is a little wetter. Yep, up here. Okay. I really like how this is dispersing. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then we're gonna do Maimeri. I don't know what that means in Italian. Sounds like it's like saying ownership almost, but I'm confident that's not where the name came from. But if you just listen to how it sounds, you know, Maimeri. It's interesting because I'm using my palette, and these were dried, and these are just very concentrated, very strong. I think people see Maimeri a lot as being a weaker color, and I haven't found that to be true. Maybe I just haven't gotten the right colors, or the wrong colors, I guess. Oh yeah, I want to add gold. I want to add gold to these and see what they look like. I'm going to use Holbein's gold watercolor, and I'm going to mix it in my little, what I'm calling a palette. I think it's more of maybe a dish. Okay, I'm going to do Schmincke down here. That way I can do White Nights right next to White Nights, and Maimeri right next to Maimeri. Let me just squeeze out a little bit of gold here. I was looking at my golds, like the multiple, you know, iridescent, duochrome, all the ones that Daniel Smith has, and I was looking at my Holbein swatch, and I actually found Holbein to be a color I liked a lot more. It's sort of like in the Calero palette where you have all those golds and everyone uses the one in the middle. I don't know. I just felt like it was more like that kind of a color. Okay, so we're starting with Maimeri. Okay, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit of the gold. Okay. Let's see what that looks like. This is the Maimeri one. You can see there's a fair amount of brown. Wondering if I should add more red. I'm just going to keep going. Wow, I just totally made a mistake. Okay, that makes more sense. I am only human, and when I make mistakes, I'm gonna let you guys know right away, I promise. I grabbed the white knights, which is why it's so gold. So this is white knights with the gold, and then I'll put Maimeri up here. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I was thinking. Just make sure this is still in the frame. Okay. So now I'm going to do Maimeri. Just really wasn't understanding why it was so light. There, that makes so much more sense. Okay. It's too bad it can't be right next to the color, but that's okay. Did I not get water? Okay. And I don't have any issues getting the gold off of my brush. I don't know what it is about this Holbein gold. It's like, it's not overpowering, and yet sometimes it's the strongest. So I don't know. A little bit stronger. Because we saw how sort of strong the gold is, and I don't want it to overpower it. Okay, a little bit more. Okay, there we go. Schmincke. I don't usually, oh shoot, I don't usually use iridescence, but I really do like how these look. Sorry, I don't want to add water and dilute it, but at the same time I want it to be smooth, so. We'll see how that dries, but I definitely like the Schmincke the most. Okay. So I'm using this this red palette, and it's this color in the middle, so that's why it's making noise. I just wanted you to know. Like, I'm a technical difficulty. All right. Now, because this is opaque, the granulation isn't going to show as much, obviously, when you're doing it in mass tone. But it will at least show you the color it is. Yeah, see, as it's drying, you can kind of see how nice that is. Okay. Now, let's look at white knights. Okay, that is seriously pretty. I want to go out farther. I know it was actually straight, but I'd rather have a larger mass tone here. That is a really pretty color. I was never a fan of White Nights when I first got them, but they're starting to grow on me a little bit. It's kind of funny. I wanted to do, I want to do eventually a video on just the Schmincke granulating browns. So let's take the tape off. Okay, I really love this dispersion. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Maimeri Blu, just the colors that come out. I'm so glad I did this so you guys could see this. It's like you can see the white of the paper and I'm loving it. I'm also liking the gold. I don't know if it wasn't, I feel like it was mixed well enough, but it's interesting that the Maimeri Blu that has all of this separation is the one that was least smooth when I mixed with gold. So I'm wondering how it's going to mix with other colors. Probably dark's fine, but I think this is a very aggressive color. So let's take a closer look at these. Okay, so here's the Schmincke Mars Brown, the pbr6. Such a gorgeous color. I really, really do like the Schmincke one. Especially in mixes. It makes the most gorgeous mixes. Okay, and then the Maimeri Blu, which is a PR101. But it's just a really cool color. And then White Nights, pbr6. And it's really golden, and I kind of like that because it's different. All three of these are very different. And let's go ahead and look at the White Nights mixed with gold. And then this is the Schmincke mixed with gold. And then the Maimeri mixed with gold. And you can see what I was saying, how it just, it's just separating out so much. Okay, let's look at the dispersion. So this is Schmincke. And then the White Nights. And then the Maimeri Blu. And I have to say, this is probably one of the coolest separations I have seen. It's amazing. Of course, that's my opinion, and those vary greatly. Okay, so let's look at all of it together just so you guys can see. Okay. So these three are, so we have the, the Schmincke, the Maimeri Blu, the White Nights, and then the White Nights with gold, Schmincke with gold, Maimeri Blu with gold, and then Schmincke dispersion, White Nights dispersion, and then Maimeri Blu dispersion. So this was actually a really fun video to make, so I hope you guys liked it. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.